All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chaotic Grind Show. I am your host, Mike Mahaffey, and on today's show, I am joined by Elliot Greenberg. He is the owner of Masculine Man Essentials, and basically, he's a savior, and every man should be bowing down and thanking this man. At least pretend in your head that you do. But he has created probably the greatest deodorant ever to be created. Uh, all natural. It smells great. How many flavors you or how many scents you have? Four?
We got 4 cents.
4 scents. All right. Um, he's got 4 scents. Smells great. I tested it. From the minute I woke up to the minute I went to bed, I still smelled the deodorant. It worked all day, all night. Great stuff. And I'm going to let Elliot introduce himself and tell you about his product and uh, how he got started. Floor is yours,
Sounds
sir.
good. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
So yeah, like Mike said, I'm Elliot. I'm the founder and CEO of Masculine Man. Spent about a little over a year now developing the first product for the Masculine Man line. As Mike mentioned, we have 4 scents. It's a natural aluminum-free deodorant. Uh, all the fragrances they smell like high-end colognes. They're strong. They smell great. They last all day. The product is natural. It is aluminum free. And then from a lifestyle aspect, we built the brand around three pillars, which is masculinity, patriotism, and pro America. And so, what we're trying to do is build a brand, a men's care brand, a natural men's care brand for the man's man. And we wanted to create a great product. We spent a long time working on the formulation to make sure, that it works for all skin types, that it lasts all day, that it doesn't give you any kind of irritation, that the fragrance, keeps you fresh and smelling great all day, which it does, no matter which one that you like. And then, we also wanted to give more. So, most deodorants are somewhere between 2.4 and 2.6 ounces. And we decided that we were going to fill the container as much as we could. And so we're giving 3.2 ounces per bottle. And so you get somewhere between 20 and 30% more than you would get with other deodorants. So, it's something that we're really proud of, really, really proud of with the final product.
Oh yeah, dude, you knocked it out of the park. And yeah, like I said, like there's so if you rely on your deodorant to be your cologne, as I think most men do once they get past a certain age, you're not, or at least if you're in construction and stuff, you're not really spraying cologne on you, but you don't want to smell bad. And this cologne, my wife, she'll be like 5, 10 feet away, and she'll just get she says she gets whiffs now of it. And she's it's like your scent, and then they can track you down easier.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it really is great. It really is great. I'm really happy with how it came out, how well it works. And like I said, I'm glad that your wife is appreciating how good you smell after a long, hard day at work. I mean, that was the whole point of this whole thing.
oh, I got that second bottle, and she runs around. She puts it in everyone's face like, smell this, smell this. You want to, dude, I get excited too. I'm all excited. I'm running around telling everybody about it. I'm like, you want to smell me, bro?
Dude, never in a million years would I have thought I would have got jacked up and pumped up about deodorant, but it's where life has taken me.
Well, you know what? When I'm talking about, because that's like a common, it's kind of like food, clothes, and like shelter. The three most important things. Like you talk to a guy about deodorant, and you say that this deodorant works and it smells great the whole time. It never fades or nothing. It blocks your BO and it lasts all day. So and I start telling people that, and they're like, they strike it. Send me about that. Tell me more about it, or send me the link.
All right.
And
And
yeah,
it's always good coming for somebody else, not just from the founder, you
yeah,
know.
no, no,
But
I
I
like
can't tell you
legitimate
how many
excited.
times, I have shoved a deodorant into people's nose or just put deodorant from other brands in my nose, comparing, trying to see, how strong are other ones. And, I just wasn't happy with the other stuff that was out there. It didn't last long. I didn't like the fragrances. It would give me irritation. Most of them just didn't last very long, 4 or 5 hours, and then you're just stinking.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, like some of them, they might even block the BO, but the actual scent, like the fragrance would go away and stuff. Then you don't, then you just think like, am I smelling or am I not smelling? Like I don't,
Right.
but
Yeah, yeah.
it's like a verification at the end of the day. Like, all right, I'm still good.
Yeah, for sure. I can't tell you how many times my wife has put her nose in my armpit after a long day, after a workout. I'm like, hey, come smell me. While we were going through the testing phase. She's like, you still good. But again, it's kind of an unusual request for your wife. Come stick your nose in my armpit, but it's what we were doing in this household every night.
That's what you had to. You went through quite the process figuring this out because it's all natural. That I didn't bring the other jar, but it was a big brand that was so advertising as a clean a clean deodorant, like no aluminum, but it didn't say nothing else about naturals. And
Right.
you turn around and there's words you can't pronounce. There's all this stuff that you have to look up to even really figure out if you're really curious. Yours, you could tell, is all natural. Um, I'm not gonna read all the ingredients, but it is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. You could pronounce the words. It's a lot,
Yep.
and it's all things like you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Um,
It's look, it's either something that there's just a couple of products in there, just a couple of ingredients, and it's one of two things. It's either adding something to um, enhance your skin and make your skin better, right? Like coconut oil, vitamin E, jojoba oil, or it is to absorb the sweat. And again, it's going back to using natural ingredients, and again, making sure that we're staying away from the aluminum because of all the different research that's coming out and how bad it is for your body, affecting the blood-brain barrier, which contributes to early onset Alzheimer's, definitely affects your testosterone level, cognitive abilities. There and just more and more studies are coming out about the stuff that they're putting in our food, the stuff that they're putting in our shampoo, conditioner, and we are focused on what is good for guys, right? And making sure that like if we're going to release a product to the world, that damn sure it better be better than anything else that's out there, because that's how we're going to take market share.
yeah, no, you did it right, man. You did it right. You made everything like from their website to the design of the your packaging and the bottle itself, or container, what you would call it. That's not a bottle. That's like a
Yeah,
stick.
we just call it yeah, like we call it a container,
All right, let
but
me get. Yeah, so
it's very cool.
there's one, and then you get two of these in the pack, right?
Yep.
Um, yeah, and then there's all the ingredients, but this camera's not gonna
Yep.
really. There you go. But
No, it's all good. But yeah, I mean, it's good stuff, bro.
it's
I'm
all
I'm so happy that you like it. All my friends that have been testing it outside of you that like it. And I'm checking up on everyone once we actually went through the release and the internal testing phase and the feedback that I've got from you and all my other friends. Forget the smell, right? I love the fact that it smells so good, but you also need it to last all day where you're not stinking. And that, some of the earlier versions, as we were going through the process, and testing different ingredients and working on the formulation, it could have been the same fragrance, but it's not lasting as long. And so what you end up getting is a mixture of BO plus that fragrance. And
Yeah.
that doesn't do anyone any favors, right?
No, no.
You just, again, it really just comes to working on something until it's, perfected, and then going ahead and say, okay, it's ready to meet the world, and get what people really think out there. And so, we're about to launch in about a week and a half. We're going through the manufacturing process right now. I've been waiting for an update from my manufacturer all day today to figure out, like, are we done? Did we finish all the units? Do we still have a little bit more to go? Like, where are we at? But yeah, I mean, soon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get to see just to be able to share it and see the response from a lot more people. You almost had to become like a chemist, it seems like, to understand like how this is made, like, like each ingredient, what it does, how it benefits the body, and like what works well with that one ingredient. Like, was that a hard
Yeah,
process with the?
the I wouldn't say I had to become the chemist, but you know, I hired a chemist to help me work on the formulation. And so he would ask me certain criteria, and I, we were pretty vague as far as like what ingredients we would be open to, as long as they were natural, they were good for your skin, and that obviously the entire package would be aluminum free, right? Um, and so we went through 50 different versions of the formula before we got to the one that was like, that's it, it's perfect. And now let's, figure out what strength of the fragrance. Because there's so many, like, it's like building a house. You have all these different parts that need to come together to make sure that you have something that is sturdy, that you have a great foundation, and then you're building everything upon that. But you need to go through the process of figuring out, is this thing the right thing that we're actually going to build everything else around, right? And it just took a long time to get to that point. But offline, you and I were talking, and I was telling you the best part about going through this was I was doing 75 hard and live hard. And so I was testing the deodorant um while doing that. So 2 workouts a day, a full day of work. One of my exercises was outside. And so I'm really putting the deodorant against the test. And essentially, I'd have conversations, I'd use the formula that we come up with for a couple of days or a week, whatever, and I give feedback. No, it's not strong enough, or it's giving me irritation, or we got to change this, or there's a million little things, right? It's not strong enough. It's this, it's that. And so it's tweaks and tweaks and tweaks and tweaks until it's right, you know?
Yeah.
And then, as I mentioned, then you have the fragrance part. Then you have, the design of the bottle, the design of the box. I mean, it's like a gazillion things coming together for you to get the final product where you're like, wow, like I built something that I'm really proud of, and everybody else seems to be pretty impressed with.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You want me to tell a story about what happened with my stepdad?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
uh so uh I guess I told my stepdad about this, and he was like, "Hey, show me the link." And I told him, I was like, "Hey, he didn't launch it yet, so he don't have, like, just don't order, just go check it out." And then he went on and he made an order, and he went on the website, made an order right away, and I guess you or whoever packaged it and
Yeah,
I
for
don't know
now
what.
it was me.
Okay, so you sent him one bottle instead of two in the box, and then
Yep.
he said he contacted you and you immediately corrected the issue and sent it back, sent him back more bottles or whatever,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you
I
two
sent
did.
them a full box. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I
uh,
apologize.
yeah, but it was all quick. He's like, tell me all this. I'm like, wait, you ordered it Monday. And this was Wednesday yesterday. And I guess, I don't know if he got the box already or if he said that, uh,
Yeah, you did. So he ordered it. I got it in the mail that day because we had enough samples laying around to be able to fulfill his order essentially, right? Just like I fulfilled yours. I had like 15 of each and we were going through them and giving them out to friends and family and having everybody test it and make testimonial videos after they're using it and all things that you need to build a business, right?
yeah,
And so I guess without realizing it, mailed him a box that only had one deodorant. And he reached out and said, "Hey, like it got messed up. I apologized. I grabbed another box. I made sure that there were two in there, and I got it in the mail." He's like, "Oh, you didn't need to send two." I'm like, "We only send boxes of two. That's the only way I sell it. So I'm
yeah, right.
sorry, and this one's on me."
Yeah, no, he appreciated it, but it wasn't even like really about like he didn't talk to me about the smell or nothing else. It was like he told me about that, but he said they corrected it like immediately, which is just
Yeah.
about. It sounds good, you know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. It was like I was like, oh
No,
damn, oh
bro.
wow, yeah, like
Yeah, we're on our shit.
yeah, hell yeah, man, yeah. So
Yeah.
uh yeah, then my mom's like calling me like that deodorant that smells good. It's good smell. Yeah, it's good. I like that. Yeah. I think you
Good.
got the freedom one. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Love it.
I'm proud of you, dude. This is
Thank you,
so
bro.
winter. I'm proud. I'm glad that I got to be a little part of it.
Yeah, bro. Well, you get to share it with your people that watch this. You get to share it with the affiliate. And yeah, it's good stuff. And I appreciate you having me on, letting me share the little story of us getting going.
Yeah. Oh, and then like to you're in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona. So you did outdoor workouts with it and that
Hot
heat.
as fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's hot down
Yep.
there.
Dude, it's like 117 today. It's brutal. I do my walks every day at 6:15 in the morning to avoid the heat. But sometimes, like if my mornings are too busy, I'll do a walk at noon, and it's brutal, man. You got to carry like 4 or 5 bottles of water with
Oh,
you, and
geez, got
just
got
get your 45 minutes done.
to drag one of them water coolers with you, or
Pretty,
stay instead of a weighted vest, put a strap of one of them 5 gallon
okay,
jugs on.
no, dude, I have a backpack that's insulated that is made to be able to carry like waters and stuff. So I walk around with that, and it
Oh,
keeps the waters cold. It's the
really,
only way I could do it. I fill it with
man?
ice. I put a bunch of water in there, and then I got a weighted backpack from water and ice.
How hot is it? It's like 6 in the morning. Like how hot is it? Is it
Like like this time of year, it's like I don't know, like 90 degrees in the morning. It's still hot.
still
You
hot?
just
Yeah,
wake up. It's hot all the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
We got so that's pretty hot here in Pittsburgh. I mean, it gets hotter. It gets up to 100. Like last week it was 100 degrees a couple of days, but uh, like it's usually between 90 and 95, and but the humidity's so high, or it gets high.
yeah,
It's
yeah. And we don't have any at all. Zero.
it's
Like
just
no humidity. So it's just dry. It just feels like a blow dryer on your face. And it's just fucking hot, man.
oh
But I mean, look, I grew up in New York. I went to college in Buffalo, didn't graduate, went there and partied my ass off, and then we moved to Arizona, me and my wife. And I will take the heat of Arizona over the snow all day long, all day long. And then I will take, the politics of Arizona all day long over the bullshit over New York.
Oh, New York's bad. Yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. Here, if it's cold, I prefer it to be snowing. At least it's a purpose. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
then, when it's hot, it's hot. I love the heat way more than the cold. Um, so let's dig into like what it took to do this thing. How long ago did you start this project?
It's a little over a year now.
Yeah. Do you want to tell
Yeah.
the story about how you guys got it started, like how you came up with uh
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you got
yeah,
into
yeah,
deodorant?
yeah. I mean, it started as a joke. Started as a joke, it came from my dad. My dad, Elon Musk, had just bought X, with what does he have? Like 40 million followers, maybe more, some stupid amount like that. And he goes, I'm gonna create a deodorant and I'm gonna call it Elon Musk deodorant because musk is a smell. I don't like there's nothing about musk that actually sounds appealing to me. But
Smells like an old
but like
campground.
it works, right? And
Yeah.
you can't trademark musk. But um I'm like, Dad, you cannot do that. You're gonna get sued. He's like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And and he ended up finding some lady that makes small batches of natural deodorants out in Florida somewhere. And he gets his deodorants, and they kind of have a weird texture to them. They're kind of like I guess the best way to describe it, even though it wasn't, it kind of have the texture of like Vaseline, where it's not firm, but it's not like a liquid, right?
Yeah.
And so he got them. They're in a tube as well, just a different, plain clear color. And he just grabbed some like, like a leather fragrance and a lemon and whatever. And we start using it. And they they work okay. They work better than some of the other stuff that we were using. I did not like the texture at all. Um I it was ruining my shirts. It was leaving some really weird marks on my shirts.
That's another
And
thing.
it
Yeah.
was driving yeah, it was driving me crazy. And you're right. I mean, that's another thing with ours. Like my deodorant, the formulation that we landed on, like it will not leave any white stains or white marks or yellow stains on any of your shirts at all. I made sure of that because this stuff was ruining my shirts, and I've read enough reviews from other brands that a huge complaint is the ruining of the shirts and the aluminum in the deodorants and antiperspirants. It's what leaves the yellow marks. So, you're just not getting any of that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so back to this thing. He uses it, we use it. I'm like, it's cool, it's better than the other stuff, but there's a bunch of issues with it. But he talks to a guy that we know who's an attorney, and he's explaining this crazy idea to him. And the guy's like, David, I'm an attorney. You can't do this. I would sue you in a second and you would get shut down. And so, my dad and I are business partners in another venture as well. And I have the conversation. I'm like, so that idea got shut down by the attorney. He didn't want to listen to me, but he listened to the attorney. And then I said, look, you and I are aligned on everything. We see how the country is going. You and I believe in the same exact thing. We need to build a brand that is about everything that we believe is going wrong with the country. We need to build a brand around masculinity. We need to build a brand around patriotism. We need to build a brand around pro America and made in America products. And so, I was like, do you want me to get involved? And he's like, yeah, I like the ideas that you have. I said, all right, well, if that's the case, like, I'm going to start driving this thing. And, that was pretty much it, man. We took the idea and we came up and we just started working it. And as you know, it took a gazillion angles to try to figure out, you know, the direction of the logo, the direction of the name, the trademark, and there's just so much shit that comes up. Website names that are available, what can you do? What's the angle that you're going down? And me being a perfectionist when it comes to, like, this needs to feel like me, right? And we just stuck with it until that's what happened, until it was like, holy shit, like, this thing is freaking awesome in all aspects.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, you nailed it, dude. Yeah, you went from I want to talk about this website because the with the screen behind me, it doesn't give it any justice. But when you're looking at it, it's about as professional as you could get. I mean, simple. You find what you want. There's your four products. There's the freedom. It's my stepdad's
Yep,
favorite. He just yells freedom when he puts his deodorant on now. Freedom. Uh, and I got the bootlegger bourbon. So that
yep,
one's good. I like that. I'll have to try. I'll just have to
yep.
keep trying
That
different ones.
that's a fan favorite. Yeah, I've been wearing the Invigorate right now, but
That one.
I really love them all. They're all different, you know. But they're all good, man. They really are good.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. We're gonna have to I'll have to go around with a camera and just get everyone I get to try it and get testimonials. We'll hit the streets. Uh, that's awesome,
Oh,
dude.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah. Be like, who used to do that for Jesse
Small
Walter?
pit.
Yeah, yeah. Talk to that girl that's going around right now. The Hawk 2
Yeah.
girl.
Talk to her.
Someone spit on me.
Gotta spit on that thing.
Right in my
That's
armpit.
hilarious.
Oh man. Um, so well, what's your plans now after you get launched? Anything you got you got anything you're working on for the future?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have ideas, right? So essentially, we're going to be watching sales. We're going to be selling off our website. We're going to be selling off Amazon. We're going to be selling on Public Square, and we're going to be selling on TikTok Shop. We're going to be doing our advertising to get things started with Amazon, and also utilizing this group that I got introduced to that's really good at getting things to go viral on TikTok, and we're going to see how that goes. I'm excited because I know a couple of other buddies that have built some brands, and they've executed really good for them, helping get the name out there. When it comes to the next product, the next thing that we're going to do, because it's going to be the easiest thing, and I think people are going to really like it, is a 4-pack box that's going to have it's going to just, we'll call it like a variety pack or something, something like that. But essentially, it's going to have one deodorant of each scent in it. And so that way people can buy that. They can get all 4 scents in it. They can figure out which fragrance that they actually like the most. And then they can decide that they just want to buy a 2-pack of that, or a 2-pack of this, or just continue to buy a variety pack, right?
Yeah.
If you like them all. After that, I I think that because we already have such a great formulation of the deodorant, I wanted to come up with another deodorant, but I want to infuse pheromones into it. I've done a good amount of research that, like pheromones are big right now. There's the attraction mechanism part of it. We already have the great smells. We'll come up with another amazing fragrance. And what I would really like to do is because we're talking about a pheromone deodorant, I want to call it Sex Panther. And because it's from Anchorman, I gotta see if we can actually use it, right? There's a brewery in Arizona called Santan Brewery, and they have a beer. I don't drink anymore, but when I did, they had a beer called Sex Panther, and it was awesome. It was like a chocolate porter, and it was unbelievable.
Oh,
And
sex.
so they were able to use the name. So I don't know why I wouldn't be able to use the name, but I love the name. It's the play on pheromones. Our tagline is "Be awesome, don't stink." So we're all about masculinity and patriotism and America, but then we also want to infuse some humor into the brand as we can as well. And so I think that would be something that would be a lot of fun. And we wouldn't really have to do a big reformulation. And then after that, it's really just using the data of the market to figure out, okay, are we going to do a shampoo conditioner combo? Are we going to do a body wash and like a butt wash? What are we going to do? But I mean, the goal is to build out a natural, healthy, good for you, amazing quality line of men's care products that all smell great, that all work great, and something that we're going to be proud of and our customers are going to absolutely love using. And obviously keep everything made in America.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that sounds. It sounds fun. It sounds like you got a lot ahead, a lot to do ahead of you. The
Yeah, yeah,
sky's wide open. You could do a beard oil. You could do, I don't know, anything that the dude
exactly.
wants.
Right. It's the research. I mean, we even talked about, coming out with the condom line because it's a man essential. And then the tagline on that would be awesome, don't shrink.
uh,
So we're kicking a lot of ideas around. It is a lot of fun. It's really amazing seeing something that you're obsessed about actually come to life and become this thing, and people really like it.
oh yeah,
And that's been the most fun.
yeah, dude. I think you'll have a lot of fun with the like advertising and stuff, marketing,
Yeah,
the ads you
yeah,
can
yeah.
make.
We're
I
trying.
mean, I'm down
Yeah,
with that. I always come up. I
yeah.
always have stupid ideas in my head. I got some ideas for some other people that I'd like to incorporate with the show and stuff, and I just got to get approvals, and then go from there.
Well, let's brainstorm, bro.
Oh, dude,
Let's
yeah, dude,
brainstorm.
we'll chop it up with that. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's fun. I like that. That's what I like to do. It's just having the equipment and the ability to make it happen. I'm down.
Right,
So,
right.
well, is there
Sweet,
anything
bro.
else you want to share with everybody about like where they could find you? How
Yeah, so the website is masculinemanessentials.com. You're going to be able to find us on Amazon under Masculine Man. TikTok is Masculine Man. Instagram is Masculine Man Essentials. I think let me check. Some of the usernames were taken.
oh, you got to
So
put that in.
Masculine Man Essentials on Instagram, and then just Masculine Man in Facebook. But yeah, I mean, we're building out. If you end up buying the product inside of the box, I have a QR code. I would love for you to send in a video of your thoughts on the product, and it would take you to a link where you essentially give us permission to be able to use the video and share the video. And we just want as much testimonials from people as possible that we can share with the world on how great the product is, and you being part of the masculine man family, and standing behind us as a brand as far as what we're trying to do and how we're trying to build this out. And the fact that we are just trying to build a great American brand here, that serves real men.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Uh, I see, I see a lot of greatness within your future with this company because it really is. It's everything you talked about and more. Smells good, lasts, don't mess up your shirts. I think that's everything a
Thanks,
guy
bro.
could ask for, man. You know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, bro. For
So
sure.
yeah, everybody, if you go in my link tree on my Instagram or Facebook, wherever you see my website, I have all the websites linked up. I'll put yours in there. And so if you guys want to find it, you can find it there, and it's also linked in the description of this show. So um well, let's wrap it up, man. And we could, I mean, you're welcome to come on here anytime and we could talk
Thanks,
about
bro.
whatever.
Yeah.
Do updates
No,
on
I'd
how
love
everything's
it.
going.
I'd love it. We can go down the road on America.
Oh,
That's my other love. And I don't mind getting dirty in the politics. So,
oh no, you guys go follow Elliot. He's 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 got the stories. He's got the news lit up on the thing. You're one of the ones I look at, and I kind of like when I wake up, I go look at that, see if I missed anything. I was sleeping.
right.
Yeah, you got it going on with that. Yeah, we'll come on here. We'll talk some shit.
Love
It
it,
seems
bro.
like I'm pretty good at that, and I think
Yep.
you are too.
Yep.
All right, man. Let's end this. And thanks everybody for listening, tuning in, and please share and like
Thank you,
and
bro. Appreciate you having me.
absolutely, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right.